What's up guys, Caleb here and welcome to Building a Tiny Lego City Episode 2. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how exactly I built a really cool road system, as well as a really cool park mock I built, and a small fountain mock that my dad built for the Lego City. So today's update is just going to be covering the road system and the fountain that my dad built. Drop a like if you're enjoying the content I put out, and consider subscribing if you want to stay up to date with my latest content. As I said, my dad basically built this really cool fountain mock, so shout out to my dad for building this mock. He saw my city video and he liked what I was doing, so he decided to build a mock. It fits in with the rest of my city, as he did include a pin and stuff, and so it looks really nice, so shout out to my dad for making that. And yeah, it connects right up to the city, looks really nice. I did end up adding a little street lamp as I needed one there. The next project was basically to elevate the entire city off the ground with some of these studs I had, and what I basically did is I put one stud on every single corner of all four of the buildings, and what this essentially did is this made it one entire layer higher, and so that made it that the roads and the sidewalks would be two different levels from each other, and you'll really see that more later in the episode. But I basically did this with all four of the buildings, and any basically thing I'll be putting in the city I'll be doing this with, as it elevates it a plate higher than the rest of the roads and the city that I'll be adding in. As I was saying, it basically elevates it all one plate higher than it was, and this will make it really cool for when I'm adding the roads, which you'll see later in the video. As for the roads, I basically built 3 normal sized roads, and I also ended up building a custom road that ended up housing 2 cars, except for one of the cars accidentally got knocked off in this scene. You can essentially just slide all these on and they look really good, and it makes it look like this really super dope road. And as I was saying, you can basically just slide it out, as it's not actually connected in there at all, and so it makes it super easy for me to switch up the city if I need to switch a road or switch the car positions. It makes it super easy for me. I decided the next building wasn't going to be a building, it was going to be a park, and this was going to be built on 2, so it was basically 8x16 instead of just 8x8, and I basically made grass, a sidewalk around there, and a little trail running through the park. I also experimented with adding lighting in, which is super fun. I basically added it into the fountain and added it into the little band shell, and I did not keep it there, but I'd like to add lighting in, possibly in the next episode, we'll see. But it looks super dope with lighting in there, and I'm super excited to put in the rest of the city. At this point, the city was getting so big, I decided I needed its own shelf to put it on, and I decided I did not mean Lego Mario anymore, so I yeeted them down, and basically that's just where I'm going to put it, and basically finished the park mock except for the little street light. I did get the light on later, but not in this shot, and I did also end up finishing the wall, but it turned out looking really nice. I had the same stud system I did with all the other buildings to elevate it a plate higher than everything else, and as you can see, it just connects up with the rest of the building. I also made an extra corner plate and also an extra regular plate, and so what this means is I basically have 3 or 4 main roads and 2 corners. And the grand moment finally came for me to put the entire city together, and I gotta say, looks really nice on that shelf. Here I am just adding the roads in. The roads are super easy to add in. It's basically really big. It turned out honestly really big, and I'm not quite finished yet. I would like to do a sort of GameStop sort of place, but as you can see, it's really satisfying because the entire city is really starting to come together and look really nice. And as you can see in this shot, this really just shows off how epic it is with the sidewalk, and you can see it's all just a plate higher than the actual road, which is what the studs did. It just overall makes it look really nice and professional. I think that is going to wrap it up for this city update video. It turned out a really cool update, and I'm really happy how the city is coming along. I'm not sure when the next city update video will be out, but I'm hoping pretty soon, because I definitely want to make the video game store and definitely do at least one more shop, as well as adding more roads, possibly even making a train station. So you'll have to stay tuned for that, because it'd be epic if I got like a mini train station I'm thinking about. If you guys have any ideas on little buildings you want me to build, leave them in the comments below, and who knows, you might even get a building built off of it in my city. This is Seabreak Productions, sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my latest content. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.